Catherine. We are not doing too bad actually. For an auction week, we're not under. Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. We
I'm just giving Credos under the radar.
under the radar.
He knows what I'm saying.
He knows what I'm saying. This morning we're going to talk about Midleton because everybody's talking about Midleton at the minute.
We even got a phone call this morning to let us know that it's on sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Midleton 2020, everybody's talking about it. Why is it? We a lot of people in the whiskey know why it's in demand, but still there's an element of you can't understand. You can't explain the pricing on it. I mean, it's a bit crazy, some of the prices. It's great. I mean, for sellers and for that. But there is a lot of it out there. I mean, we've been turning it down for 2 weeks now, haven't we? We've been refusing Midleton 2020. We're going to have 20-ish bottles in the auction. Which is a lot. I mean, it's way beyond our comfort zone of how many to put into the auction. The problem is if we don't list them all,
we're pushing them back a month.
We already
have some for next month, and then we're constantly pushing back.
Yeah.
And it'll be a case of that somebody will be upset maybe that their bottle has been overlooked because of the pushbacks.
Yeah, okay. So
and the same thing's happening with the Bushmills.
Yeah, Bushmills as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's, I suppose, because whiskey collection is now popular and everybody's talking about whiskey collections. So the ones that we've a lot of in this month's auction are the 18s, 19s, and the 20s.
Yeah.
It's because the ones that were readily available for people to buy and they could pick up here, there, and everywhere. The other ones, which was prior to a lot of the new collectors getting into whiskey, are harder to find and thus demand higher prices, and that's why the 14 goes a bit higher with Brian Nation's first year. So,
and then you have the guys that are doing the Brian Nation collection.
Yeah, and then or there's some guys doing a Millennium collection, so they serve everything from the year 2000 up. Again, it's whatever floats your boat and whatever you've got a budget for as well. 2020, low production numbers, Brian Nation's last year, and then the mere fact that it was 2020. I mean,
and COVID, which
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the mere fact that it was 2020. So what else have we Midleton wise behind your head? We have some real flagships. We've got the Ashford Castle, we've got Adair Manor. Adair Manor, I think they're going to go really well because the Ryder Cup golf, if it happens, is going to be held in Adair Manor. So a lot of the high end guys will be looking for their Adair Manors. Ashford Castle, another good one. There is one of the Midleton 2 of the single casks as well. There is a Brian Nation, a 2020 signed by Brian Nation himself as well, an autographed one.
Yes.
So that could go a bit high.
And there's two actually. There's a 2020, and then I think it's a 16
signed as well.
No, 17 maybe.
Signed.
17 signed. It says Cheers Brian Nation on the side of the label. So
there's also the other Midleton notable bottles coming out of Midleton. You've obviously got the Dungorney 64. They're always doing well. I think they're still underpriced. I think for what they are, if they were a premium Scotch product, these, everybody knows my opinion on them. I think they are seriously underpriced. 26-year-old. There's not many of them.
And there's the Method and Madness 31-year-old.
31, and there's two of them, and there's the 28, which everybody rates highly as well. There's this. The Irish Whiskey Society, Marylebone Lane. It was from Midleton as well. A lot of guys rave over that. So again, as part of the criteria for getting them, you couldn't sell them within the first 2 to 3 years, I believe.
Again.
Yeah, or useless information. But a lot of guys want them. Particularly for drinking. It's apparently supposed to be fantastic. I've never tasted it. So if anybody wants to send in samples.
Don't scab.
No.
No, what have you been told?
Well, they won't send me bloody merchandise.
No.
At least they can send me whiskey.
That's still scabbing.
These influencers can do it.
But you're not influencing.
But I could be.
No, you couldn't.
I'll tell people of the wildy ways of
that'd be
fresh cut grass and rubber boots. That's in the auction again. Didn't hit its reserve last month. I think that's a missed opportunity. That's Reardon and Sons, Washington Street in Cork. It's a pint bottle. yeah, it is a high price, but I mean,
It's nice to have in your collection.
there's none of them out there. They just don't exist. So, and in that kind of condition. A lot of the old ones the labels wouldn't be in that sort of fair neck. So, and with a good decent fill level as well. So that really should be going high. Knockrats, there's a full Knockrat set again after last month's success with the blue build. No, there won't be. Because I'm going to sort that out.
Just checking.
Is that alright?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just checking.
Knockrat, there's a few of blue bells, a few of Grinsels. Again, those sets are now getting fashionable again because it's sort of easily achieved. It's sort of 7 bottles or 9 bottles rather
Instead
than
of
a
huge
34 for a Midleton very rare collection. That's it, Catherine. Kate.
Okay, Catherine. I'm only Catherine when I'm in trouble.
You're only Catherine when you're in trouble. You think we've everything covered there in Midleton?
Yeah.
There's still a lot. I mean, there is a huge influence in Midleton this month. I mean, there's probably a couple of 100 bottles of Midleton alone.
That is true from all
the years and all
Near
that sort of
enough.
stuff. We've an 09.
I know we do.
We've an 09. It is in. It is new.
Yeah.
The label, the sheen wasn't off the plate or anything like that in the front. It is bottle number 4 as well.
I know. I thought that was cool.
So that's going to be a big one.
And then the 4.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one because a lot of guys can't get the 09. It's one of the real hard ones to get for the Midleton to complete the Midleton collection. So keep an eye out for that one as well. That's it. We'll talk tomorrow, and we'll talk. We're going to talk Cooley tomorrow. I have a couple of nice Cooley bits tomorrow. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.